What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Manor Road Studio, home of the Alive podcast. I'm Dale, the Amazing Dreamer. Sounds good. I like it. Got my Hope Rock, as I have every single time I do one of these. On the wall right there that I'm staring at is when you feel like quitting, remember why you started. I've got a lot on my mind today. My goal, as you know, was to podcast every 3 or 4 days, or at least 3 times a week. And I failed that over the last 4 weeks. I've had a lot going on medically, a lot going on, I guess, with holidays. I don't know. Everything I got was an excuse, so we're going to stop all the freaking excuses. We're going to get down to business. There's a great quote that says that your mind believes everything that you tell it. Let's assume for a minute that that's a true statement. Wouldn't you think it's important to feed your mind with positive information? Oh, sure, there's people out there when I tell us, I don't read the news. I don't really know what's going on in the world, what's going on in Washington. I know what's going on in my little acre of land that God entrusted me with. And then I have people go, well, I don't know how you stand what's going on wherever. I don't know how I don't stand it either. I just don't know about it. But I do know what it takes to live your life with a passionate purpose. Up until July of 18, when my cancer came back and spread, I was, most of you know, an avid biker, runner, swimmer. Loved training for triathlons and had a lot of great buddies that I trained with on a daily basis. That came to a screeching halt. I no longer can do the things that drove my physical passion. Now, as a lot of you have heard me say before, I've got what's called a urostomy on my right side, or an external bladder, a bag. On my left side, I've got a nephrostomy tube that drains the hydronephrosis off the top of my kidney, and it's also connected to a bag on my left side. So I get drains on both sides of my body. It certainly changed life drastically as I knew it, but it hadn't taken away my drive at all. I've had to redirect it. But as far as my passion, my wanting to lift up others, my desire to push people to be the best they can be, or at least to try to find who they once wanted to be. Give your dreams back to you. Start believing in your dreams. That's what happens to so many people. They get a dream inside of them. They go to a conference. They read a great book. All of a sudden, there's some fire in there. Then life slaps them right in the face, and all of a sudden, the fire turns into an ember. All because of one obstacle. What if there's obstacle after obstacle after obstacle? You got to keep pushing through and pushing through and pushing through. As much as I love running and swimming and hanging with my buddies who did the same, now I spend a lot of my time on eBay, building an Amazon store, recording wholesome podcast or uplifting podcast. And I've become as passionate about that as I was any other venture I've had in my life. So just because I physically can't do the things I once did, doesn't mean I can't do anything. I gave myself permission to keep dreaming. And I also tried my best to remove anything in my life that I felt like was robbing me from being the person I could be, taking my passions away, taking my purpose away, or telling me that I shouldn't dream anymore. Now, it's also very, very important. If you don't listen to anything else, listen to this. Do your best not to be someone else's baggage, not to be an albatross to anyone. Carry your own weight. Lift up others along the way. And once you do that and you start living like that, all of a sudden, different doors start opening. What was once blind becomes visible. All because you had the courage to start believing in yourself again. Now, if you find yourself around people that don't believe in you, then you got to do the best you can to isolate yourself from them at all costs. Luckily, I've tried to surround myself with people that believe so much in me that it gives me the ability to believe in myself too. I can't say life's always been that way, but I keep working, I keep clawing, I keep scratching. I realize without a shadow of a doubt that the sands in the hourglass keep on falling. So I'm going to pack a lot of living into the rest of my life, however long or short that may be. And that's got to be the way you look at life too. We don't know when the game's going to end. All I know is I'm going to play it with heart and passion. You know, I talk to a lot of people about faith and spirituality. And some people always say, oh yeah, here he goes again. But that's okay. Because sometimes faith, albeit religion, whatever you want to say, is the exact thing that's holding us back. Now, sometimes it might be what you feel like is lifting you up, and that's so good if it does. There was a time that I allowed religion to direct my life, and I never realized how many doors it closed off. I never realized how many people I didn't see. Now I feel like that when I walk by someone, I actually see the person. That's important, folks. I hope you got that. Do you see people when you're out and about? Do you see the human being that's in that body? Do you start seeing their struggles and their pains? Maybe all you need to do for them is smile, a nice gesture, a moment or a second of kindness. Anything you can to make your world a better place and make theirs a better place too. When I was caught up in religion, I certainly don't want people to read into my mind something that's not. So let me say that. So if you think that you know some hidden message, ask me. Don't assume it. Don't think it. Most people go, oh, he must hate religion. I don't hate religion at all. If people can find themselves and they can grow and learn and gain a passionate purpose for life, how you do it's wonderful. But if you feel held back and people telling you that you can't dream and they weaponize the Bible, or they tell you that you've got to adhere to this doctrine or dogma, that's control. And that's the exact thing that stops a lot of people from living. Now, I'm encouraging you today to cut loose the things that are weighing you down. But I am not telling you that your community church, your religion is weighing you down. I am not saying that at all. But if it is, and you feel like that it is, then it's time for a change. For me, it was. You know, us human beings, we make loving others so damn complicated. You know, if you follow the teachings of Christ, just the teachings of Christ, was it that complex? Didn't seem like it to me either. But my goodness, now there's 4-year courses, 5, 6, 8-year degrees in understanding the Bible. Was God's roadmap so complicated that we had to rely on someone else to tell us what it means? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I believe that we've made loving others complicated. Let's take the complications out of it. Let's expand our table, add more chairs, add more diversity into your life. Look at people in a different way than you've ever looked at them before. Promote what you love instead of bashing what you hate, and don't hate what you don't understand. You may think you know something about somebody else, but get to know the person before you create those illusions in your mind. Don't believe everything you think. Gets back to the way we started, doesn't it? If our mind believes everything we put in it, you better dang well put good stuff in there. That's the way I'm going to always live my life if I can. Now, a lot of you know that as my physical situation changed, I got heavily involved in eBay. I'm the Amazing Dreamer on eBay, so if you want to go something, check out my store. Love for you too. Also, while we're on the subject of checking out the store, be sure to subscribe to this video, share it with others. We're also working on building an Amazon store as well. And I'm loving it. I'm having the time of my life at this point in my life. When I was running, biking, swimming, I had the time of my life at that point in my life. That time has changed. Those days are over. That chapter of the book is closed, but I'm writing new chapters, and I have control of the pen. If people are writing in your book, you better dang well take the pen back, because people will write into your book what's best for them, more so than what's best for you. So I want you to build that bigger table. Put a leaf in it. Bring in more chairs. Add more people to your life. Start seeing the people that are around you. Let your eyes be open to the things that you've never seen before. The secrets of the obvious are always right in front of you. Put purpose and passion back into your life. Give yourself permission to not only dream, but to believe in the dreams that you have. As long as there's a breath in your body, there is hope. That's why I keep this hope rock before me. I never ask doctors a hopeless question. I only ask questions that can keep giving me hope. I want you to do the same. You know, we don't know where life is taking us. But I do know when I'm writing the book of life, for me, that I'm at least trying my best to control it. So that's the message for today. Continue to have hope in yourself. Look in the mirror and fall in love with the person that you see. Continue in a wholesome, good way to find your spiritual self. Free yourself from anything that's binding you. You don't have to believe everything that you're told. Search for the proof. Extraordinary claims should have to have extraordinary proof. Always remember that. If somebody tells you something that is the truth, make them back it up. It's as simple as that. You don't have to just believe. Just believe me. You can choose to. But I'm asking you to learn. Learn. I believe in you. And I want you to believe in you. All right, I'm going to do a lot more of these videos now. I'm going to start telling you about how I got started in eBay, what that looks like, all the mistakes, and my goodness, have I made the mistakes. So if you're an eBay beginner, you feel like that you're stuck, contact me. I would almost promise you that I've made every mistake that you've already made. Big ones, costly ones. Now, it hasn't changed my flame, my fire, my desire at all. It's just taught me great lessons, and I'm willing to share them with you. So if you're on that journey, you want to dream again, you want to live again, tell me what it is you dream about. Tell me what you desire the most out of this life. Send me an email, DaleChildress@iCloud.com. Friend me on Facebook, Dale Childress. Respond to this video. Most of all, subscribe to it, give me a thumbs up, and share it with somebody else. And until tomorrow, live your freaking life alive. That's what we're all about.